My Hero Academia!
What can I talk about here?
Come on.
We're recording. My bad.
When I scream My Hero Academia, that's when you know. Listen.
I know I did it on purpose, but we're gonna talk about the fights. And
I
that's
want to
it.
talk about Eraserhead, bro. Honestly, MVP for me. There's a particular panel that like, you know, a chapter's good when like you're reading it and you involuntarily kind of go like, ah! You know, like you do a little scream. You ever do that?
Yep.
Bro, when I'll be honest, Eraserhead's introduction to this, like, don't worry, I'll erase it. It's just so good to see him again. Like, I really do like him, and I love that.
Such a Kakashi too.
Say again?
Such a Kakashi.
Oh yeah, better Kakashi, I would argue. How do you feel about that?
I mean,
how do you feel about that, Thurman?
I don't care either way, to be honest.
Well, yeah, but I want you to have an opinion, Thurman. I
mean, early Kakashi, I don't know. I mean, we're talking about like hair-wise, Aizawa easy. Hype moments, Kakashi easily.
Right.
I just watched
we need more
biggest
from him,
flexes in Nuxtaku, bro. Like, I just watched Nuxtaku's biggest flexes, bro. Kakashi, man.
The bell test, bro.
Bell test. I have no chakra, but I'm still gonna use Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Sticking his fingers up in Naruto's ass.
1,000 years of death. Because the translation for that is weird. It was like 1,000 years of pain, and then it went to 1,000 years of death.
Well, I mean,
I'm like,
that's just how Japanese works as a language. You gotta keep in mind languages are different, so their word for death and or pain can be interchangeable.
It's just like, because it's crazy too, because the dub of the anime did 1,000 years of pain, I think, but then the game. One of the games had 1,000 years of pain, I think, like death or pain. One other thing.
Bro, you've lost the train of thought, and we're gonna need to get back to My Hero.
It's just like, bro.
You want to talk about that thick ass Nomu?
So these Nomus, man, I'm impressed with these Nomus. Really smart, really good evaluation skills. He was like, the skinny Nomu was like, okay, clearly, my powers are erased. It's not this one. He has like he's observing their quirks. He's like, this one has laser,
voice, shield, laser, saber. Yeah.
He's like, okay.
Well, this one's a woman. You can tell obvious breasts.
Fine. The she.
How dare you misgender?
Whatever. So it's just like I really like that. It's because one of my biggest things is I'm happy that the villains are fighting back. You know, it's not just a one-sided stop.
Yeah, this is a legitimately. I think all these chapters have been really good. Like just fights. Like it's not a lot to talk about on a week-to-week basis, but it is just kind of very fun to just turn your brain off and see like a back and forth. It's like watching like a good WrestleMania match.
It's definitely.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was curious. Like, I don't fully understand what's happening with the legs. I think that's supposed to be like when this Nomu is exploding and then liquefying. Like, so I was guessing this one's quirk is to liquefy. I'm guessing, and then she was just kind of waiting for Eraserhead's thing to, disactivate, and then she exploded, and then is that what is happening? I
don't. Because I was worried about that too. I was like, her fucking legs are was that her ass or her legs?
No, that's like the calf muscles, like because you can see the ass. It's like right below the ass.
Because I was just like, wait a minute.
You just think Horikoshi made it thick as fuck?
Bro, Hirokoshi's been like he's been going ham on the fandom right now. He's making sure these niggas pay for trying to cancel him just because of fucking.
No, we haven't thick Nomus out here. Fuckable Nomus.
Like thick Nomus, like your best, bro.
How dare you objectify this Nomu? Now look at her.
Imagine if Hirikoshi was about that life, bro. Imagine if he was about that life. Like he pulled like an Oda, a Sriracha, a Rocky. He's like, I don't give a fuck. I will make my Nomu sick. Just imagine, bro. Just imagine he made the quirk, like where there's a big ass, like no one used her big ass, and then did like some fucking like attack with, like Peach Super Smash Brothers,
Oh, the side B, the
like
attack
the
I
side
most
B,
want to be hit with. Yes,
like side B, bro. Like imagine
bro. Do you want to? I want to get side B'd by Peach really bad.
side B, bro. Those hits will kill you.
Bro. Honestly though, when the hips kill you, oh my god.
That's the best. Ryan his tombstone. Best hips ever.
Them hips did not lie, which is why
Them,
they're now
them,
serving 30 years.
them hips be killer.
Anyway, seriously though, I loved the moment here where Mirko's just like, yep. So she has like rabbit instincts, which makes sense. Obviously, the quirk, just like the quirk frog is everything involved with frogs. She has everything involved with a rabbit, and I like that she's got these instincts, which is good timing because I've been reading Beastars lately, and that's something that they delve into where she's just got these like instincts that just kind of like sit dormant in her brain, but they activate without her realizing it. And like there was a moment where she's eating lunch with Legoshi, who's like a wolf, and every time he would like bite down on his lunch, her legs would twitch a bit, like she wanted to run away, because he's a wolf. And so I like this fact that she's just like, I don't know what the fuck is going on in that tube, but my brain tells me it's bad, so I'm kicking the fuck out of it. And I was wondering too, because you saw last time how she just speed blitzed through the hallway. She just knew where to go. Like that needs to be that needs to be dead. That's no. I love that.
Yeah, it's just like from Killing Bites too. One of the rabbits. Those of you who don't know who Killing Bites is, it's a manga about humans who get
who fuck animals.
No. They get basically they get blood of certain animals and they become anthropomorphic. I wouldn't say anthropomorphic, but they have skills and knowledge of that animal. Like let's say like there's a certain gene that you have to have, and it's like a thermite gene or some shit like that. And if you get tested for it, scientists will put a random animal, that animal's genes in you, and you can transform into the animal. So let's say like Red here is in a hospital, right? He's on his deathbed, and they're like, and it's like a bunch of sketchy FBI people are like, hey, we can help you if you're positive for this gene, this can cure you. And your
like
parents,
some Deadpool shit.
Yeah, and your parents are like, bet, and you go in, put this tube.
My white ass parents in their 50s and 60s are like, bet.
They put you in this tube, and basically now you are part like what's your favorite animal? Duck. Like you're part duck.
Duck was a fucking answer when I was like a really dumb young child. I don't want to be a duck. You stay away from me. I'll be I don't know, make me a wolf. Why not? Now that Legoshi is a thing, I'll be a wolf.
So you'll be a wolf. So basically, like you'll have like the same skills as like a wolf. Like you have like their senses, like their negatives, right? Like basically, like the scientifically, like it's actually a really good manga. Basically, every scientific fact that we know about wolves, you would have that. Like how wolves are very impactful, like mannerisms of wolves, like actions that they like to do. Like you'd probably howl. But you'll still be human. You'll just have like.
So I'm like fucking, and I accidentally howl, and she's like, "Wow, damn."
like you'll still be human, but you'll have like an aspects and skills of like a wolf, and you can like fully transform into a wolf for partly transform. The manga's called Killing Bites. Look it up. It has an anime. You may or may not like it. It's very violent though, so be warned. And has a little ecchi in it. Okay, so back to my hero.
All right. Wow. Yeah. Let's see here. So. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else to talk about here. So we have
the arc. So I like this movie. So it's basically just her.
Well, you can tell. It looks like she. It looks like. Hold on a second. Hold on. I got a thing to say. Wait a minute. I finally remembered. You were trying to fucking cuck me. I saw it. Relax. So at first I couldn't tell if she like only hit the glass like a little bit and not as hard as she wanted because she got pulled back by the thing, but it looks like she actually did kick it and then she got like skewered by the thing, right? So like I don't know if is the glass just, or maybe like mid kick, it's hard to tell, I guess, but like is the glass just like way harder than she thought, or did she get like pulled back? Because if I go back to the page here on page 7, it looks like she does the kick before she gets like tentacled, and then on page 12 she's still doing the kick, and then she gets tentacled. So I guess maybe she was like in the middle of the kick, then gets pulled back, and then maybe that's why she couldn't do it.
She was already being technical, but the Luna arc is like a slash. It's like a moon slash. So basically, she hit. Basically, she was doing a slash to because the main point
Getsu Gatenjo with her leg.
Yeah, she was trying to hit the machine because the glass you don't really care about. You want to hit the machine because the machine's hooked up to the computer, and we see.
Bro, I'm so fucking dumb.
We see next panel that as soon as she does the Luna arc and she hits part of the glass and it like kind of do like flash, and it hits like part of like the glass to the machine. We see the computer break right behind him.
True. Yeah.
And so she says crap because she's getting pulled back. And I don't think that she.
I assume she wanted to kick more. I assume she wanted to, because like she also says we cannot let Shigaraki wake up, right? So I finish him off. Shigaraki's in there, so I was pretty sure she was trying to kick Shigaraki. I thought she just wanted to kick right through the glass and like behead Shigaraki, essentially.
Yeah, I think so too, but I think the tentacles kind of didn't help with that.
Well, yeah, that was the point. The tentacles were there to stop her.
Yeah, but because I think she would have, because she got hit by the tentacles, but before she can do more damage, she got pulled back. That's why she said crap.
Yeah.
Because immediately after, because I think the Luna, I think she did her job because the Luna arc did considerable damage to it. It also destroyed the computers, which I'm pretty sure is also very important. So she probably did like the Luna arc to probably maybe break the glass a little bit, and then if it wasn't for the tentacle, she probably would have went in for another blow.
Yeah, you know what?
I don't think it was supposed to be like a one hit one kill. Well, maybe it was.
It could have been if she was full strength.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like I feel sure she was trying to do as much as she could.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think stopping the machine kind of helped because I think the machine was giving. It
was doing whatever it was doing to make him more powerful. Yeah.
Yeah, but but now that that's gone, his power ups kind of been stopped at 74%.
Yeah, and it's like we were talking about this too. Remember, me and you, we were saying this in a couple videos ago. He's gonna wake up not at 100%, so that he's not just gonna like one shot the whole verse.
Yeah, because I'm assuming she did it. She was trying to maybe you never know, maybe one shot him, but she couldn't. The Luna arc slashed it, did damage to the machine, which stopped his power up, but didn't release him. So, but she's like, finish him off. Don't like. This is where she's not saying bring him out. She's saying just kill him.
Yeah, which I'm glad for.
So maybe she was just like, here I opened I broke the shield. Now it's your turn. Be to pierce him kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Paul. Now
here's the interesting thing, right? It's looking like we about to have that Shigaraki wake up, and on my birthday, no less. How fun! So. Who's dying? Who's dying, Thurman? We got I feel like Present Mike might be about to die, and I don't know if I'm ready for that because I do like him. It's not like a favorite character of mine, but I'd be pretty sad.
I have a friend of mine who ships Eraserhead and Present Mike.
Oh shit! Are they caught up with the manga? Are they caught up with the manga?
No, she's an anime watcher.
Oh, you realize you're gonna have that to hang over her head for like 2 years if he dies now.
Like she is
like, oh yeah, that ship's going real strong in the manga. They just had a moment in the last chapter.
I really because I worry for Hirotoshi because if he kills off Eraserhead or Present Mike, Twitter fandom is Twitter shipping fandom is gonna have a field day.
So first he had all of China after him. And now he'd have the fangirls after him. That's not a good combination.
Because think about it, right? Like, you guys, I'm only like season 3 of RWBY, but you guys are mostly like, you and David are mostly like the RWBY guys. But to my knowledge, a lot of people of the RWBY fandom have accused the Rooster Teeth for queer baiting because they killed off one character, correct?
Fun fact, it was not canonically gay at all. Like, so the character they're talking about is a guy who Crow made friends with. Crow is a very he's a character. You met Crow, right?
Yeah, isn't
Ruby's uncle?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that was voiced by Vic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know how he could tell probably from the little you saw of him, he was like a drunk. He was not very friendly. He kind of stayed to himself. He was a loner. He didn't like talking to people. You got that vibe?
Yeah.
So he kind of opened up in this season to a certain guy, and like they were developing a friendship. And even I mentioned it in the videos. The friendship was getting very deep to the point where I was saying, hey, it would not surprise me if they made this into like a love thing. Because it was, but there was no confirming of it, right? It was just like they were hugging. It was like a really intense friendship. That some people thought may be a gay thing. And I was like, all right, then something might be. And then at the very end of that season, the character does die. And it was just, it was a moment for Crow. It was meant to be a character moment, right? So, yeah, it's just people overreacting. It wasn't like they were like, oh, I love you too, let's get married tomorrow. And then he got killed or anything.
Oh, yes. So, I really hope this doesn't happen here because...
Well, first of all, fuck the like, it's a story. You don't get to goddamn control what happens in the story. You just watch it. What the fuck?
Like,
I never realized how dangerous being a fucking author was. Like, it's getting to the point where, like, if you're an author, you have to face the same, if not more, scrutiny than like a fucking politician. Like, what the hell? Why can't people just write a story? Because you have two people. You have the side of people that are like, you don't do the shit I like, you're fucking dead to me and you're getting death threats. You have the side of people that think that authors have this like godlike moral responsibility to fucking, only show ethical things. Like, oh, did you have that character that was abusing someone have like a semi-redemption? I guess that means you are pro-abuse now, and now like 30 more kids are going to be abused this year, and it's your fault because your manga dictates reality somehow. And like, just there's so much fucking scrutiny if you're just making a series. Like, man, it makes me scared to even ever want to write anything if I ever do. Like, it's crazy.
It's so interesting too because it's just like, and they wonder why people just don't want to be authors anymore. Like, why writing is just sort of like I know there's still a handful of people who write like writing comics and webtoons and all that stuff, but it's just like people feel entitled to authors. It's like people feel like it's similar to how like you think like doctors should just fucking like you should like it's your job to heal us, like you belong to us, like type thing, right? Like it's just like no, like authors are doing what they love. They're telling their own fictional story, and they hope that you like their story too, and it's fine. But you have no right to try to tell someone else whether or not their story is correct. Like it's not like they're doing a remake or they're doing an adaptation of someone else's story. No, This is their story that they created, that they've been thinking about for years.
Everything you're seeing came out of Horikoshi's brain.
So
he can control it the way he wants to.
So it's just like these people who who hypothetically would get upset if President Mike died. Right, because I don't even know. Because I know shipping in My Academia is pretty.
That's
pretty
a dumb
big,
ship
right?
too, by the way. That's a dumb ship.
Like
anyway.
it's pretty big. Like I feel like
it's still dumb. Like you have to show me some hints that they might actually be gay. Like I thought Crow, a character who I never thought was gay, and all it took was like 6 episodes for me to be like, oh, he might be gay in that last season of Ruby. There's no indication of that with Eraserhead or President Mike.
Like, because to me, shipping in My Hero Academia is on the same level as shipping as like Ruby, Fairy Tail, One Piece, Bleach, Naruto. Because like the shippers are fucking rampant, man. Like shippers are just like.
I feel like it's a lot of people that can't get love for themselves, so they have to like live vicariously through manga characters.
It's like shipping, because shipping fan, like I like shipping, like shipping's fun.
Yeah, I do too, but like it's fun, and it shouldn't be taken so seriously that you're getting angry.
Yeah. Because it's just like, but there's some people who take their ships so seriously to the point where they're gonna send death threats. I'm just like, that's not like no.
Don't forget, you remember? Did you see the Naruto shit where people were burning their volumes?
Oh yeah, but there's Naruto and Sakura.
That's wild. Anyway, that's the most wild ship in the world.
Didn't they do the same thing with Bleach? Weren't people upset because
it happened with Bleach too, which is dumb because like Rukia deserved better than Ichigo anyway. So like, I'm glad she didn't get with fucking. I've been lucky. Maybe this makes me a normie. Every manga I've ever read, the ships that end up happening are the ones that I wanted anyway.
Like, because I've seen it happen a bunch of harem series. Like Tokyo Ghoul's author had death threats because he didn't make.
Oh, I saw that.
Kaneki ended up with his best friends who they're never gay. He fucked his crush they've been crushes for like years. since the manga's creation, and they're upset because they didn't fuck like the guy. Like Genji Tarkovsky got hate because he didn't put Ashi with the Scotsman's daughter.
See, imagine for a second that like imagine if we acted like this towards real people. Like if your best friend, like you thought your best friend was gay for a year, and then it ended up, oops, actually he was straight and he went with this girl, and you'd be like, are you queer baiting? like am I the only one that like when I read a series, I treat the characters like real people? When I open that manga volume, I'm peering through a fucking window into another dimension. I'm watching the lives of real people being played out. That's how I like to view fiction. It's a lot more fun to imagine this is just something happening in an alternate universe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I try to remove that barrier in my head of this is fiction. I pretend it's real people. So like, why the fuck like remove that barrier of like, well, the author is toying with our emotions. Like, no, these are people, and they're gonna make decisions as rationally or irrationally as real people. That's how I look at it.
And it's crazy because it's just like you have those people who are just like, because I don't get it. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, they're like when it comes to like romance and harem series, there are some series where I'm like, I prefer the main character in it with this girl, but I mean, I'm not gonna fucking be like, oh my god, this series trash, burn my manga volume because he ain't able to grow that like no. Like it is at the end of the day, it's whatever. Like you can be upset, you can be like, yeah, he ended up with a girl I didn't like, but I guess, and you can make some posts about it, but you don't have to fucking go extremo mode and send death threats to the author because they made a character end up with someone you didn't like. Like that's not how that works. Like that's not how like imagine if you did that shit. Imagine if you had a best friend and you were setting this best friend to date this other best friend, and then that best friend ended up dating someone else. You're just, oh my god, what are you doing? You're so stupid. Why didn't you date her or date him? I'm just like, maybe because they didn't get along, or they didn't like each other like that, or maybe they just wanted to be friends. Like, bro,
Yeah,
like it's not that serious.
for sure. But yeah,
like,
is there anything else we should talk about with My Hero though before we continue this?
But besides them dying, looks like
I mean, Endeavor swooping in, getting her, and then I mean, it's a really short chapter, and we see they have a vision of their friend, obviously, that like remember when they saw him.
Do you think they're gonna kill the doctor? Do you think Aizawa and President Mike might kill the doctor?
I'd be down. That'd be cool as hell. And I'm excited to see President Mike fight more, because like that's something we need to see more of, because I do like him. He's a good character, and we've only really seen him little bits here and there. We see him a lot in comedy moments. I remember him training them where he's like yelling in the forest and stuff, and like they had to get the bugs to go and clog up his speaker and freak him out or whatever. So like we've seen him a lot in like comedy moments. I don't recall if we've ever seen him in like a serious fight before. So I'm excited to see more from him. I like him as a character, and maybe it's too early for him to die since we haven't seen like a lot of him. I don't know.
You never know. Hirokoshi might be feeling ballsy.
It's true. I'm really gonna enjoy like a tag team from them though, because like they look like, I mean, they just look like they belong together, and like they just look like an OG tag team, like D-Generation X up in this motherfucker. Like I'm ready.
Because I want to see, do you think they might, do some killing and stuff?
I'd be down. Yeah, just brutally murder the doctor. I'm ready. You ain't getting taken in. You're getting the fucking electric chair anyway, so we'll just save the fucking hassle. You don't need a court. You don't need a fucking court. I'm ready.
I'm ready. All right. Well, I'll give this chapter a 7 out of 10.
Okay. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that fucking random toxic shipping conversation in the middle of this review.
Yeah.
Peace.